Kill Williams joins me now. Kill, great story there. A couple of questions for you. First, you mentioned the 2022 count for the number of dead wolves. What does that look like for this year?
Yeah, so the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife hasn't put out their official wolf report, which has all those numbers, but I went through the whole year's worth of, all the statistics that they have. And so far there have been 17 wolves that have been killed for attacking livestock this year. That's up from 7 last year. And there have been 2 wolves just in the last month that were killed illegally, one in Baker County and one down in Jackson County.
Interesting. Okay. And then there's also the idea of shipping wolves to Colorado or other states. What does that look like?
Yeah, it's true. Colorado just became the first state on a voter mandate to reintroduce wolves. And so Oregon is going to be sending 10 wolves out to Colorado. And what's funny is that people on both sides of this issue, both John Williams and Rob Clavins, neither of them are for this. John Williams, he says that he doesn't want to export the problems that he's seen in Eastern Oregon out to another rural community. Rob Clavins, he says that there just aren't enough wolves in Oregon where we can afford to be giving them away.
But seems like that's something that is going to go through here soon?
That's true. Yeah, it's going to be sometime this month, maybe next month. They're going to be trapping wolves out in Eastern Oregon, sending them off to Colorado.
And then a question, you showed where wolves currently are in Oregon, but could wolves expand to other parts of the state? What would that look like?
Yeah, I mean, they've been expanding. And, historically, when there were wolves all over Oregon, there were wolves all over Oregon. I mean, that was obviously before we had things like I-5 running up the middle of the state and big cities developed everywhere. But in theory, these are very resilient animals and they're very adaptable. They can live just about anywhere.
Great. And what's coming up tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to be focusing on salmon. It's one of the most iconic fish species that we have here on the West Coast. It's really interwoven into the fabric of the Pacific Northwest, but it's not doing well, and there's a number of reasons why. And it hasn't really hit anybody as hard as it's hit the indigenous tribes here. We're going to get into all of that tomorrow.
Great. Thank you, Kill. Appreciate your report. We would love to hear your thoughts. What are you thinking about wolves in Oregon after seeing Kill's segment just then? Did anything change your perspective or not, and why? Email the story at kgw.com or call and leave a voicemail 503-226-5090.